Thank you and welcome to Pendulum Swing Conversations. Your co-host Samara, the hostess with the mostest. Where did they get that from anyway?
I don't know. That was cute though. And I am Lynette. And today we will be discussing if you had a friend and say you were just out and you saw your friend's husband or your friend's wife with somebody else and you knew it wasn't it didn't look just like they were having lunch. It looked like it could have been something going on or whatever. Would you tell them?
Are you asking me?
Yes. We're gonna discuss this because I know. Okay, you just go ahead and answer how you feel.
No, I would not.
Okay, and why wouldn't you tell?
Um, well, part of the reason, I've actually had a similar situation that happened. These this particular party wasn't married, but I thought I was doing the right thing as a friend, and it backfired on me. That friendship ended. Um,
Because you told
and I'm sorry.
because you told her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess behind it, how she felt behind it, um, probably led to the reason why it ended. She had some people that told her, "Oh, well, Samara being new, and she's just not telling you." She, and I think a lot of the embarrassment behind it
Right, right.
probably led to her like kind of backing away from me. Um,
And
so
embarrassed.
since then, I was like, well, you live and you learn, and from then on out, from then on out, I said that I wasn't gonna ever tell a friend if I knew that her boyfriend was cheating or her husband was cheating, or if I saw, their husband somewhere or their boyfriend somewhere where they didn't have any business. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, well. Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, was she? I mean, embarrassed because did she go back to him? Is that what it was, or is that, or she was embarrassed just because somebody knew that her man was cheating? You think?
She was embarrassed because she went back to him.
Uh,
Because she did.
right,
She went back to him, and
right.
mhm.
You know what? Like, I think for me, it really depends on who it is. I have some friends that I could tell them, don't put my name in it. Just let them know you're not crazy. You saw him somewhere, But then I have friends that would get so mad, and I say, don't say my name. And Cerise told me you said she saw you, because they're just that emotional. Like they can't look and say, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna take what you told me and either confront or either confront or you know um just kind of keep your eyes open. So it really depends on who it is. Now personally, I want somebody to tell me. I want somebody to tell me, and I
Well,
know
you don't have to worry about me telling you
I,
because I'm not doing
I
it.
will. I will.
And I feel like this too. You know what goes on in the dark comes out in the light.
Mhm.
And what? Let me ask you this: what about if you would have saw your friend's boyfriend and he has a history of being, you know, of infidelity? So, what do you do about that? Do you still tell?
Like I said, it depends on who it is. If it's somebody that's gonna just take it like, okay, thank you, thank you for the knowledge, thank you for letting me know what's going on. Um, because I've had friends that I've told stuff to, and they didn't even confront. It was just kind of like, just don't let me look stupid. Let me decide if I want to stay, and just don't let me look crazy out here. And they kind of handled it like they didn't even confront all the time. Sometimes you just want to know because you know whether or not you're gonna stay. You know what I'm saying?
So so if that's the case, what's the reason for even telling me? So my thing is, what would be the motive behind telling them?
Okay, because the reason why I would tell them is because I would want somebody to tell me. I would rather know than sit around here and not know. Whether or not if I stay or not, then that's their choice. I have nothing to do with what they decide. But as a friend, you ain't gonna be looking crazy out here. I'm at least tell you. Now, if you stay with them, that's on you. But I did my part, I feel, as a friend. And like I said, it depends. It really depends on who it is. Like for me, when I told you, I want somebody to tell me. Whether I stay or not, that would be my choice. I wouldn't put my friend's name in it because I know I don't want it to be awkward, an awkward situation. But I would definitely want somebody to tell me so I can act accordingly. You know, and sometimes it's just good to, like I said before, I've had people to be the lookout for me, and I know stuff. A lot of stuff I didn't confront. A lot of stuff I just wanted to know. I kept that mental note, and I was just in thought to myself: do I need to stay here? I love him, but he's doing this. It was just sometimes it was just the knowing, but I didn't say sometimes.
Hmm.
So it, and I'm always gonna tell. Now, if you one of those people to say I don't want to know, then I would respect that. But if I know that I can tell you and you can be like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna tell because I would hate to find out that somebody knew something about my man and didn't say nothing to me. I would be more hurt that my friend didn't tell me.
Well, you gonna be hurt if you messing around with me
Well,
because I'm not telling it. Now as far as me, if I wanted to know, I would just say it just whether you tell me or not, it's either gonna reveal itself or I already know that he's like that. So, if I found out that you knew, it probably wouldn't even bother me because how I feel about telling myself, you know? So it wouldn't bother me whether my friend told me or not. I don't think it has anything to do with if that person is a real friend or anything because that's a very uncomfortable situation to be in. To one see it and having to break that to your friend because I already know that my friend is going to be hurt. So that's just something I wouldn't not only just hurt but also embarrassed and disrespected. So I just couldn't do it.
And the way my conscience is set up, you can't come to my house with your man and I'm knowing what your man is doing. And I have to sit up and play nice. And I'm looking at my friend thinking she got the perfect man in the world. And knowing I know that you ain't no good. I mean, how do you even how can you stomach that? Like I just would feel like I would be so mad looking at him. I would be mad. I would be mad looking at him because I'll be feeling like, my girl thinks she done got somebody good. She getting ready to get married. Everything seems perfect. He had a good job. He treat her right. But you got 5, 6 women that you have on the side and she has no idea. I can't do that. You could be mad. I would lose a friend over telling you. That's how I feel because I'm not gonna sit up here and know something and knowing that I'm coming from a good place. See, I know that I've done my part. I'm coming from a good place. I don't want to see you looking crazy out here.
Okay.
So
let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
You tell your friend, okay? She gets in her feelings, confronts, her boyfriend or her husband. They get in a really heated argument that leads to somebody getting killed. That has happened to somebody that I know. Somebody that I was really good friends with. One of our coworkers went back and told her about her boyfriend. Next thing we know, the next day, she's dead.
The bottom line is you're gonna be taking a chance because they can haul off and attack you for telling. You know,
exactly. So I would rather.
That's why I say you're gonna be taking a chance if you put yourself out there. But like I said, you know your friend. You know who you can tell. You know who you cannot tell. Now, when you say coworker, that's different. I ain't talking about coworker or acquaintance. I'm talking about friends. Coworker, probably not. I stay out of it. Acquaintance, probably not. I'm talking about friends.
No, a coworker told my friend. Now, the girl that died was my friend, but the coworker to she was a coworker to me, but she was a friend to my friend.
So were they friends? That's
so she was being, I guess she called herself being a friend, and that happened. And so that's why I feel like what you do in the dark will come out in the light.
It will. It definitely.
That's not my battle. Yeah. For me to babysit your husband or your boyfriend in the street. I'm not doing it. Now, what you can do, you could come to me and ask me, okay, why didn't you tell me? I'm going to tell you why I didn't tell you. And because it's my belief and what is true to me, my truth, if you can't accept that, the hell with you.
Well, we all know where you stand at now. So I wouldn't expect that, from you. So, we good, but I'm like you.
Good. So as long as you ain't mad if I find out something, but
no,
we know that your husband and your boyfriend not gonna be like that.
I wouldn't be mad, but I know now if it were ever to happen, not to say anything to you.
Exactly. Understanding is everything.
Yeah, exactly. And just like I said before, I have friends that I could and I have friends that I can't. You know what I'm saying? I have friends that tell me they don't want to know because the way I feel about them, I'm going to tell them anyway. And if you don't want to talk to me nowhere more, cool. Then you weren't my friend. That's how I look at it. You weren't my friend in the beginning. If you're going to let me telling you about a guy ruin us, you're gonna have to do a lot more for me to be out your life if I call you my friend. That's just me. You gonna have to do a lot more than that. But I just can't. I've had a situation too. I had a friend, fiance call me, and so he was just talking whatever, and he threw me off. He said, "Would you like some company?" And so I responded, "Oh, you want me to watch the kids?" He said, "No, I was gonna come over." And I'm like, "No, I don't get down," and I'm just shocked, like, this dude is crazy. So he was like, "Please don't say nothing that I called you, whatever." I was like, "I'm not gonna say anything. I toyed with not saying anything. I did. Because like you said, I just didn't want to get into it. I knew for a fact that he has put hands on her. So I didn't want to get into it. So she comes home, I see her car. I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell her. I called her and I told her, and she was like, for real, whatever. She didn't really give me much feedback. I was like, okay. So I was like, I did my part. Didn't think nothing else of it. About 2 weeks later, she called me and she said, girl, he has always been trying to call you. I said, what you mean? She said, your phone number is all on my phone bill. And I was thinking to myself, had I not told her, what would she have thought? Because, um, he had made several attempts to call, like, you know, making it look like I don't know, but it just made me feel better that I had told her, because come to find out, she had been calling.
Hmm. So are y'all still friends?
We kind of, hello.
Hello? Yes. Are y'all still friends?
Well, we weren't. We grew up together, so we were friends then. That didn't stop our friendship when that happened, because that was years and years ago. She ended up marrying him. Um, and when I see him, it's just like, hey.
So again, what was the use to tell him?
Because, like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and watch you do it. That's just not. If you're grown, so if you choose to stay, you choose to stay. I don't care. But my thing is, I want you to know. Sometimes knowing and sometimes even knowing doesn't mean you have to even confront. Sometimes you making your little mental notes, and you deciding in your mind what you gonna do, whether you gonna stay or you gonna go. You grown. I done did my part. I've done my
Mm.
part. You gonna stay or you gonna go. And it is true, what you do in the dark will come out in the light. That's very true. That's very true. But I mean, if I'm down for you and I see somebody doing dirt, then it's gonna be a problem. Period. It's gonna be a problem. And if you can't respect that as my friend, then you don't really know me. And that's just
Mm.
that's how, I always were. Yeah, it's when I see them out, it's just so funny. I'm just like, but everybody just play the game. Hey.
Yeah. See, I'd rather play the other game. The hey, I'm not saying anything. Hey.
But you know,
Yeah.
to each his own, to each his own. And I'm sure people listening to this, some people gonna be like, I tell, some people be like, I don't want nobody telling me nothing. you know?
Well, I definitely would like to hear from people that are probably following the show or listening. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. With me, I'm 10 toes down. I'm not saying
Right.
anything. And whether you choose to tell me if you saw my husband or my boyfriend or whatever, what have you, that's on you.
Well,
I'm gonna still love
well,
you.
what
I'm still gonna love you regardless. I'm not gonna feel hurt or anything. That's a decision that you have to make.
would you receive it if somebody came to you and told you that?
Depends on who it
If
was.
it's somebody that you trust and know has your back, know has your best interest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say receive it, what do you mean?
To say,
Like I'm gonna do something about
kind
it,
of,
or
you have some
believe you?
people they have the denial friend, that I don't believe that. I don't believe he's not even that type of man. He wouldn't do nothing like that on me. I don't, so that's what I'm saying. If somebody would say that, if I would say, tomorrow I saw Craig, and that's just a name I threw out there. Craig, um, you know, having lunch and he kissed somebody, could you receive it and say, okay, it happened? Or yeah,
Mhm.
because some people might not say, well, maybe that really wasn't him, or maybe, but I do this too as well. If I'm not sure, I keep my mouth shut. I got to really know, because I don't want to come out and be like, girl, he was out of town. then I look like then I look like crazy trying to, I have to make sure that it's him. Like, I have to know it's him. I can't go on, I think I saw. You know what I'm saying? I would never go to my friend and say, I think I saw. it would have to
Mhm.
be, I know I saw him, and not even what somebody else said, because I don't know what your motives
Mm.
are for telling me about my friends. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of have to kind of, I think.
We know some women that will take what their man say over a good friend. You know.
Yep.
So if you're gonna do something like that, like you stated before, just know what you get yourself into. Know your friend.
Right.
Because we do have women out there that just whatever their man say is what it is, and they don't care about you know friendships when it comes to a
Right.
male. That's just like I've always told you this before as well. I've always stated this before. Like, I noticed that women can fall out with their girlfriends or with their best friends, or girls that they consider that their friends, and that'll be the end of a friendship, end of that era. But if your boyfriend does something to you or betray you, you're ready to fight for that. It's some women that don't want to fight for their friendships. Like, okay, we get, of course we may get into it sometimes, but I love my friend. Like, when it comes to a man, it's a they'll fight for that first.
Well, I think it depends on what happened. For me, I can't think of anything unless it's just really, really bad for me to lose my friendship. Because all my friends, I call them sister friends who know me, all my close friends. We've known each other forever, like teenage years to early 20s. I don't have no new friends. And so we kind of we know each other. So I can't imagine what could make us stop being friends to say, okay, I'm through with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of anything that they could do. I mean, it could be some stuff, like some real trifling stuff, but we've been friends for so. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Let's say you marry Usher.
We've been friends for so long, and certain things your friends, they shouldn't do to you as your friend. I think we look at it as a man will be a man. That's how I think the difference is. While some women are so easy to forgive a man, because if your friend has done something that like a friend, it's weird, but it is some. I'm not that person, but I know it is some people out there that'll let their friend go, and it could be because of the same man, but messing with the same man, and choose the man. I don't know. It's just weird, those relationships. But go ahead with your question, because I know you about to challenge me.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Say for instance you marry Usher, right? I've never dated Usher.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he Usher for real, or is he just like regular? Okay.
No,
okay.
For real.
Thought.
But you and I was crazy about Usher ever since Can I Get With It? Okay. Can You Get With It? Whatever the name of the song is.
Okay.
When he first came out. Okay. I end up sleeping. Okay, you end up marrying Usher. I end up sleeping with Usher. You find out.
Yeah, but I mean,
and I say, Fred, listen, I love you, but you know how I felt about Usher when we were younger. But I'm sorry, I was weak. I just wanted to hit that. I'm done.
But I wouldn't worry about it because you wouldn't tell me.
But what if you found out? Okay, so I didn't tell you, but what if you found
I
out?
don't.
And you confronted me and you like, you didn't even tell me that you slept with Usher.
Okay.
Will we still be friends?
We probably would, because I know how you felt about him. Will we kick
Okay.
it like that? Probably not. You know.
Because you know I'm always
Yes,
looking at your
exactly. Oh my God. See, hold
Girl.
up. Now, famous people don't count. No, famous people don't count. I wouldn't go after my friend man, but famous people on the.
I'm be like, okay now, I understand, but don't get no more.
Right. Look, then we look at it like, that's Usher. I mean, you understand? Like, yeah, girl, I get it.
But you know me, I'm gonna tell you before I do it. I'm like, your man come over here one more time.
Oh my God! But I heard,
Right.
but I heard that happened for real. Didn't his ex-wife?
I don't know that about the people. I don't know that about the people. Cerise. Okay, you had went out
I
for
said,
a
I
minute.
guess
What
she
you
was
saying?
thinking about us.
Who? I didn't hear the. I
was
hear the
just
first
talking
part.
about the bridesmaid. You said you don't know them people. I said, I guess she was thinking like us. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
allegedly, right? Yeah, 'cause we
but
don't
I
know
do
nothing about
think
them people.
that it was confirmed, but allegedly, just to be on the safe side. But anyway, yeah, that's hilarious.
Hey, I'm
Right.
just letting you know right now. I'm telling you right now. You end up marrying us, it's going down. At least one.
Well,
one time.
okay. Well,
Okay.
if you if you end up with 50 Cent, it's going down. Okay. No.
You want 50 like
Remember I
that?
had that dream, and I was like, Tasha, I get it. I mean, Samara, I get it.
It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, my nickname is Tasha. It's all good. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to Pendulum Swing Conversations.
Good night.
God bless you. Good night.